Supreme Court today issued notice to Tripura government over two FIRs filed against the HW News Network journalists. The bench, headed by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, also stayed all the further proceedings pursuant to the FIRs dated 14th November 2021 and 18th November 2021. The court also granted 4 weeks' time for filing the counter affidavit, with liberty to the petitioners to serve the Standing Counsel for the State of Tripura. Senior advocate Siddharth Luthra for the petitioners submitted. The journalists were picked up and then there was the FIR. They have been granted bail, but another FIR is also registered. The difficulty that is faced is that you report the news, one FIR is registered, and then you register a second really to say that we have now established that in the first FIR the journalists are wrong. This is really untenable and not justified. As expected, the Reserve Bank of India's six-member Monetary Policy Committee has maintained a status quo on the key rates in its bi-monthly policy statement for the ninth consecutive time, as announced by Governor Shaktikanta Das on Wednesday. The RBI continues to maintain its accommodative stance, with the 5 MPC members voting in the favour of the same. The repo rate at which the RBI lends short-term funds to banks has been kept unchanged at 4%, whereas the reverse repo rate at which the RBI borrows from banks remains the same at 3.35%. The marginal standing facility and bank rate also remain unchanged at 4.25%. Majority of economists expected the RBI's MPC to keep the key lending rates unchanged in the backdrop of global scare due to the new COVID variant Omicron. On Wednesday, the Lok Sabha is likely to witness a storm over the two contentious bills that seek to extend the tenure of the directors of the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation. Meanwhile, in Rajya Sabha, opposition MPs have planned a day-long sit-in protest against the suspension of 12 of their own from the winter session. Last week, Union Minister of State Jitendra Singh had introduced the two bills, Central Vigilance Commission Bill 2021 and the Delhi Special Police Establishment Bill 2021. Both will be taken up for consideration and passing on Wednesday despite opposition to them. Later this month, the Indian Air Force will demonstrate the use of an indigenously developed active electronically scanned array radar, making India one of the few countries to have an indigenous force multiplier that lies at the heart of the electronic warfare, long-range missiles, and long-distance precision-guided ammunition. Project Director D. Sheshagiri of Electronics and Radar Development Establishment confirmed this and said that the development of AESA radar is 95% indigenous, with only one imported subsystem. It has the capacity to track 50 targets in the sky at the range in excess of 100 kilometers and engage 4 of them simultaneously. A 5-member team of farmer leaders is meeting in Delhi to discuss the proposal sent by the centre yesterday evening, one which, if accepted, could end more than 15 months of protests against the controversial farm laws and demanding a legal guarantee of MSP. The centre scrapped the farm laws last month in a stunning U-turn after Prime Minister Narendra Modi and union ministers had repeatedly defended the controversial laws. The farmers welcomed the decision but indicated that they would not stand down till the MSP issue was resolved. After the meeting, the 5 farmer leaders will go to Singhu, where thousands of farmers have been camped for close to 1 year, for a 2 p.m. meeting with the Samyukt Kisan Morcha, the umbrella body of farmers' union that is leading the protest. The farmer leaders say they have been in touch with the central government officials via phone.